I'm going to have a look at some inequalities now. And basically starting off by looking at the signs. That is the greater than sign. On a number line it's an empty circle with the arrow pointing up. That's the greater than or equal to sign, and on a number line you colour in the circle. Less than sign, on the number line it's an empty circle pointing down, and less than or equal to a solid circle pointing down. X is between the two arrows pointing down, means X is between two sets of numbers. And one of the big things about inequalities is, remember, if you're changing all signs, you must change the inequality. So if it's a greater than, it becomes a less than. Now I'm going to start off by solving single inequalities. So just treat these like normal equations, letters one side, numbers the other side. First of all, multiply out that bracket. So multiply everything by 2. So it's 6 plus 4m. Put in all your letters on one side. So you've got minus 2m, take away 4m, it's minus 6m. And then do your numbers. 6, that positive 3, so it would be a negative 3. 6 take away 3 is 3. I've got a negative letter, so change all signs. Now that there will have to be changed to a greater than sign. So it's 6m greater than minus 3. And then divide through by 6. Minus 3 over 6 is minus a half. So m is greater than minus a half. Next one I've got here has got fractions in it. You do it the same way. Letters one side, numbers the other. That comes over to be take away. So it's 3/4 x, take away a half x, greater than minus 2, take away 4. Subtracting fractions, make sure the bottoms are the same. So that's 3/4 x, take away 2/4 x, greater than minus 6. Sort out the top lines. 3x minus 2x is 1x over 4. And then bring your 4 across and multiply. So x is greater than minus 24. Double inequalities now. The best way of doing double inequalities is to work with those two together. So n minus 10 less than 2n minus 3. So solve that out, multiply out your bracket. Letters one side, numbers the other. N take away 2n is minus n. And then minus 6 add 10 is 4. Change your signs, so n greater than 4. Minus 4, sorry. Then work out these two. So you've got 2n minus 3 less than n. So 2n minus 6 less than n. Letters one side, numbers the other. 2n take away n. And then 6. So basically, what you're saying here is n is greater than minus 4. So if you see it in the number line, it makes it easier to see. So n is greater than minus 4. And n is less than 6. So basically, your n is between those two values. So to give a nice, neat answer, you would write it like so. Another one like that. So again, do the first two bits first. So 6 less than or equal to 4 minus 2a. Letters one side, numbers the other. So x would be a positive 2a. 4 take away 6 is minus 2. And then divide by 2 at the end. And then do the last two bits. So 4 minus 2a less than 1 add a. Letters one side, numbers the other. That comes over to be a minus, so it's minus 2a take away a. And then 1 minus 4. Change all signs, and don't forget to change that inequality sign. Then divide through. To help me give my final answer, I like to do a number line here. So a is less than minus 1, less than or equal to minus 1, and a is bigger than 1. So this time I can't combine them into a single answer. I have to leave them the way they are. So to draw the first one, x is less than 3. So I have to go across the x-axis and go to drawing the line x equals 3. Because it's less than and not equals to, it's a dashed line. I want beneath the line, so score out above the line. To draw this one here, 2x plus 3 is less than 6. You're going to have to consider the line 2x plus 3y equals 6. Now if x is 0, 3y equals 6, so y has to be 2. That's 1 point on it. Mark it on. And then if y is 0, 2x equals 6, so x equals 3. So that's the other point. Now, it's a less than graph, so I don't want the equals, so it's just a dashed line. Now I want under 6, so score out above the line. And the last one, y less than 3x. So if I draw a line y equals 3x, so if x is not, y is 3 times it. If x is 2, y is 3 times it. So that's my line. Again, it's a less than line, it's not an equals, so it's dashed. And I want under the line, so score out above the line. And this wee region in here is your answer. Next question, I'm going to take one out of the book. So I'm going to look at page 321 and I'll look at question 5. In this one here, it wants you to describe the region. There's quite a lot of work in this. First of all, if you look at the blue line, the blue line is going through x equals 3. So I'm going to consider the line x, or x equals minus 3. I want to the right of that line. So that inequality is x greater than minus 3. Now, if you look at the red line, it's the next easiest one. The red line is called y equals 1. They've scored out beneath the line, so they want above the line. So you write y greater than 1. Now, the green line is a lot harder to work out. You can't tell the equation of that by looking at it straight off easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to work out the equation of the green line. So to work out the equation of a line, you need 2 points. And use your formula y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Now any 2 points in that line. So say if you picked this one here, which is minus 2, 3. So I'll write that down, minus 2, 3. Then pick another point in that line, say this one here, 2, 1. That's enough information for me to work out that equation. So to work out the equation of that line, I need the gradient. The gradient is the difference in the y's, 3 take away 1, over the difference in the x's, minus 2 take away 2. So the gradient is 2 over minus 4, minus a half. So the equation of my line is y minus, now you can pick any of the points for your y1 and x1. I'll pick this one here because there's no negatives in it. So y minus 1 equals m, which is minus a half, x minus your x point. Times out your bracket, y minus 1 equals minus a half x, add 1. Put this over to our side, y equals minus a half x, add 2. Now we have the equation of the green line worked out. You can see above the line's been scored off. We want beneath it, so to give your full answer, you write y less than minus a half x plus 2. Now just before I finish that, I just want to check my inequalities are all right. If you look at the blue line, it's a solid line, so it should have an equals under it. So that will need an equals. If you look at the red line, it's solid, so it will need an equals. The green line is dashed. It does not need an equals. It's fine the way it is. Now, the next example I'm going to look at is a maximising one. Again, before I do this, I have to draw out the graph. Now, to draw the graph there, I'll just do it a little quicker this time. X plus y equals 5. So if x is not, y is 5. And if y is not, x is 5. It's an equal to graph, so it's going to be a solid line. You want above, so score out beneath. Next one, y less than or equal to 5. So go to y-axis, draw your line y equals 5. Because it's less than or equals to, it's a solid line. You want beneath the line, so score out above the line. And for the last one, 2y minus x greater than or equal to 4. So we'll consider this over the side just to get our points right. So if x is not, y would have to be 2. And if y was not, x would have to be minus 4. Help us get that line drawn. So not 2. And then minus 4. Just mark this on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So minus 4. Join them up. Now it's a greater than or equal to. So it's going to be a solid line. And you want above the line, so score out beneath. In here is your region. Now you're wanting to maximise this. value. So what you do is you go into your region and you choose different values of x's and y's. Now mine's quite hard to see because it's not on graph paper. Now, you take different values out. So if you look up here, this value right at the corner, x is 6 and y is 5. So x is 6 and y is 5. And you need to work out 3x minus y. So 3 times 6 is 18. 18 take away that is 13. Then you can choose a different value. So you might want to choose this one here, x is 0, y is 5. And again, work out your 3x minus y, which is what you're trying to maximise. So 3 times 0 is 0, take away 5 is minus 5. Now you can try different values if you want, but that one there is going to get your maximum value because it's got the biggest x in it, which is 3 times x. So your answer is 13. That's the maximum value of 3x minus y.